Welcome to the Spirit of the Lotus. Today is May 22nd, 2016. We start each service with chanting. Following the chanting is a discourse and then a Rainbow Bridge deep level meditation. So please join us in chanting. Just do your best with the lyrics and you'll catch on. So thank you. dearest Holy Mother, Father God, the one parent of us all, the one in whom we all live, move, and have our being, in the Christ, within the Christ. We come to Thee, dear Lord, the one without a second, the one with no name and yet all names, invoking Thy holy and precious Spirit to come, 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 descend, 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 and manifest, 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 in, through, and about each and every one of us, throughout our days, throughout our moments in this life. May we clearly hear Your voice, Your word, so that we may take self-mastery for ourselves, that we are able to see the path, even if it's just one step in front of us. That we are not concerned with judging others and telling others what to do. That we hear Thy word and that it moves within us. Helping us to express Thy plan and all of its bountiful glory. May we realize that trust, the wisdom, and the love for Thee and all of Your creation. May we clear away all negative feelings, fear, doubt, depression, that no longer serve us. May we unite as one family, as one atom, as one cell, moving together in harmony. We ask that all beings experience the beauty, joy, and love of Thy creation. We thank You, thank You, thank You for Your creation, for us, for all the kingdoms, for this great compassion and mercy. May we fully express Thy divine will. Thou art all-powerful, almighty, the one without a second. Amen and amen. Om Tat Sat Om. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to the Spirit of the Lotus. Again, it's May 22nd, 2016, and I'm Reverend Lotus Smith. And it's a really exciting Sunday. So today is the Wesak Festival, and it's also, we just had a full moon last night. So it's a powerful time for us manifesting and clearing, and also we're starting to really feel the abundance of spring starting to come in as well. We have a few announcements. Major announcement, which I'm trying to, I think it doesn't apply to ministers, but first person to get their deposit in for the retreat gets $138 credit for Stella and Dot. Okay, so that's exciting. And this applies to items that are also 50% off. So you can get a great deal. And that's if you bring your deposit, the first person to bring the deposit for the retreat. The retreat is happening August 27th to September 2nd. And it will be occurring in the Grand Tetons, near the Grand Tetons, definitely close enough. The house is amazing. And we've got the food lined up. The food's going to be very healing for the participants. Reverend Tara is really taking care of us on these retreats, so we really appreciate that about the retreats. We also would like to thank you for checking in. I believe last week we provided 3 days worth of food for mother and child, so keep checking in. This is on Facebook, so you just check in. And you can say you're at Spirit of the Lotus Santa Clara, Spirit of the Lotus New Mexico, or Build City of Light. And so that's an exciting program that we're still working. And is that it for announcements? Okay, so today we are giving a discourse on losing control. And what does losing control mean? And why would anybody want to lose control? That's a good question. So, because losing control has a very negative connotation. When we hear the word out of control or losing control, it makes us think that maybe you're not controlling your bodily functions, or your mind is out of control, or situations are awry at work. So being out of control, or relationships, it really does have a negative connotation, and we believe this comes from the instinctive mind. As our brain was developing and we're going through evolution, being out of control could mean life or death. And it was a lot about survival. That's how I believe we believe we were able to survive through living in caves and the evolution of humanity, the animals that used to be here, the creatures. And in many places, people still need to deal with those things. Like even elephants, a lot of people think that elephants are very peaceful, kind creatures, but in Africa, elephants are like the #1 danger for people walking out on the savannah. You definitely don't want to be in the path of a herd of elephants. So, I mean, this is all going instinctual safety and control, and being in control of your environment, being in control of your surroundings, being in control of each step that you take so that you make the right step, so that you don't step into the path of a pit viper, say, in South America, or a water moccasin in Tennessee. So paying attention and being in control really came out of a survival mechanism that we use as human beings. Now the beautiful thing is evolution and our growing relationship with our divine creator, with this spirit, with this energy, and the teachings that have come out of the ages that help us to see that there is a greater power. We don't have to be so and there was different religions and spiritual beliefs. A lot of the mythology comes out of the gods and the weather, and that the gods created these weather patterns. Where did lightning come from? Where did thunder come from? And human beings started to realize that we are not in control of everything. There are some things that we cannot explain that happen to us as a humanity or around us as a humanity that we experience. And here gods and this consciousness of God and this higher power started to come in. And then within the last 3,000 to 6,000 years, we start getting these beings coming in to teach us that we need to move our control, our little control center, which we're going to call the little ego, or our own personal will, and that we can move it out of the way or allow it to take in the will of the divine creator, and that our creator does have a plan for us as a humanity to express ourselves. So one of the ways that we can see this in the world is through, there's many ways to see it, but one way is through plants. So when we think about losing control, many of us might think of chaos, like chaos will ensue. And then people say, embrace the chaos, okay? Embrace the change. And in plants, we can see that plants come from like maybe a spore or a seed. They come from a very tiny compartment of energy. This energy begins to expand under the right conditions. and sometimes under very harsh conditions. And the conditions that it's surrounded can impact the plant, and it may or may not flourish. But if you look at the seed and what it needs to do to become a full-grown plant, it has to take a risk in the way that it has to be willing to move outside of its shell, outside of its capsule. It has to be willing to reach in both directions. So the roots reach down, and they say the root system is usually about the size of the plant. So it's reaching into the earth, and it's also reaching into the light. So it's expanding in at least two directions, very minimally. Most of the times it might start as two directions, and then it starts to even branch out more. And each seed has a blueprint, but no two plants are alike. So they're not going to be exactly alike. Just like snowflakes, just like human beings. There's a blueprint, there's like an etheric body that we've talked about in church before too. It has an etheric system that it's moving into. But what does this have to do with control? If we follow this blueprint, we are essentially losing control. We have to be able to surrender to the process of the unfoldment. If we are, or say a little plant is trying to control how its leaf grows or how its flower blossoms, and it's sending all these different mixed messages throughout its system, that is a true chaos, because it prevents the unfoldment of the plant. And we see that this is also true in the human spirit. The more that we try to control how things unfold, the more chaos and prevention of the true divine expression of ourselves is prevented. We do have free will, and God gave us free will. We have the ability to choose how we walk our path. We can walk our path allowing the chaos or the loss of the control to impact us in a negative way and cause us to retract our energy. Or we can view this chaos as the divine beauty of nature, our true nature, and how we can be fully expressed human beings. So that's very exciting. Okay, because this is also patterns in nature. There's all these mathematicians are finding these patterns in nature, like meandering and Fibonacci and fractals and chaos. And there's this whole chaos theory, which says that just because you start here doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to end here. If it's truly chaotic and it's not being tampered with. So we have a choice if we want to tamper with our blueprint of how God created us, how we were created in God's image. Each one of us came with a special purpose in our life. And there is a lot of programming coming at us, but it's besides the outside, we have the ability to work from the inside out and to choose how we want to move forward to express God's blueprint in us, as us. So, these messages, everything always winds down to these core messages of how do we do this? How do we move out of the way so that we can allow this chaos theory to work in our lives? We might have this plan of, let's see, I'm going to be a doctor, and I'm going to be a doctor in 6 years, and I'm going to go work for Doctors Without Borders for 2 years, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to work for this hospital. And so we by doing this, by planning every little thing out, we are blocking the true blueprint of who we are. And something that we observe in the world is that taking the time to rest and relax with family. This is related because when you're able to slow things down, right now it's a very high pressure world that we're getting all these new kind of diseases of chronic fatigue and Hashimoto's and all these adrenal fatigue, all these illnesses that are coming in that are, it's like overdoing it, from trying to force, from trying to push. So, and it reminds us of aloha because from our limited experience with Hawaii and with the people here at this church who are from Hawaii or have bring this energy from Hawaii to the church, it's like the aloha spirit, where you're not trying to push and control, and you allow the human being to rest and relax and to become that expression of love and friendliness and joy. So I suggest we all go to Hawaii. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah. We're going to the Tetons. But because it's very healing, Human beings are meant to be more relaxed. Healing. The physical body is this amazing complex organism. When we're stressed and we're not breathing, we're rigid, tight, shallow breathing. Our body is trying to heal, and we don't let it heal when we're constantly struggling with the body and keeping it in a state of stress. And they say the number one killer now is stress. So we have to be willing to lose control. And even seeing what the words losing control bring up into us, observe that. What if, ask yourself, what if I lost control? How does it impact you? How does it start moving things around? Why do we need to be in control? In control of our household, in control of our jobs, in control of our pets, in control of our friendships and our activities. This is a time, especially with the changes that are happening in the kind of the environment of the United States, to allow things to be in control. or out of control, and trust the process. God's in control. We have to trust that. We don't have to, because we have free will, but we can trust that our Creator is working in this divine blueprint. So how do we know what to do if we're just gonna let go? It's not to just let go of everything. It's to, of course, meditate, go within. When we go within, we can start to get a glimpse of that which we hold in our heart, that seed that we hold in our heart, of what will make us truly relaxed and not, we're humans, so it's not that we're gonna just be perfectly relaxed all the time. Otherwise, we could just go hang out, with the Buddha in heaven. So it's not that we won't have our ups and downs, but it's to remember when we start gripping and we start clinging to how things should be, how we believe things should be, how we believe people should be thinking or acting. To sort of let go of that, go within, and work from within out. Start inside. Start with your own seed, the seed inside of our soul. That is the voice of God, the flame of God that's helping us and guiding us to express that divine plan. And it's not easy because there is lots of programming, and lots of, outside pressures. So, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And my parents are in full support of it. So then you have people looking at you going, yes, that is what you're going to do. But that's not necessarily God. And it's hard. It's not easy. And it takes courage. And it takes wiping away of fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the loss of control. This is what takes us to that next dimension, to that next plane. Trusting, really trusting God, trusting in the divine plan. Trusting that our differences are part of God's creation and part of God's plan. And that we don't have to be like everybody else. We don't have to replicate a model. Even though we say that, it's like at the same time, there are models for us that showed us how to move into this state of being, this surrender to God, and to keep doing it over and over again, and to keep checking in every day with God, because God shows us how to take our next step so that we don't need to be in fear or stress or panic. We can truly abide in God's love and allow this planet to really fully become the amazing, it already is amazing, and we already are amazing beings on an amazing, beautiful planet. So it's and that's one thing about the Spirit of the Lotus, is we do service because we love, but it's also about taking self-mastery. So before we go out, we have to really work from within and move from within, from that seed, and be willing to stretch in all different directions, like a plant, rooting down, feeling grounded, being grounded, and then also reaching for the light. And and not trying to control, how the leaf comes out. Trusting in that divine blueprint of who we are. And let me just check one more. So this also, we just want to bring this up too, is that this also relates to aging. As we age, we start to feel like we're losing control because maybe we can't do the things that we used to do. Or, you start seeing the world from a different perspective as we age in this one lifetime. Allow that peace for those that are experiencing the aging process or the fear of the loss of control. Just keep going within, because God made us like this. It's no accident. And you can see how different people age, and there's stark differences. So do not be afraid. We continue to allow ourselves to unfold in God's divine plan. We move our little will out of the way. We check in. We trust God, like how they say, God provides for the little sparrow. Would he not provide for us? So it's that continue to trust God. Trust in the creation. And as things change and as things come at us, don't be influenced by that outside. Keep going within. All the time. All day, every day. Because that's where the treasure is. And the gift from God that we all hold. We all hold that gift from God. We are all filled with love and light. And we need to allow it to blossom. So please prepare for deep level meditation. We're going to do a rainbow bridge meditation. And thank you to Daniel for knowing about music and keys and letters. I don't know what those are called. Notes, maybe? I don't know. Okay. So thank you, and relax. Allow the body to relax. Take a few deep breaths. See the beauty of the lungs that we have. Relax the physical body. Relax the emotions. Do not suppress or repress emotions. Allow them to move through and out, clearing and letting go. Relax the mind. Let go of any thoughts of the past or the future. Even if it's just 2 minutes from now, let it go. If your mind starts to wander or thoughts come up, just see the thoughts passing like clouds in the sky. And prepare as we guide you through the rainbow bridge, the planetary rainbow bridge. Visualize the colors of the planetary rainbow bridge. Visualize this rose red ray moving in through and about us, healing the physical body, healing our sense of security, bringing about a true love for God, a trust in the Holy Spirit. We are safe. We are in His holy presence. We are healed. Visualize this rose red ray moving in, through, and about us. Now release the rose red ray and visualize a fire orange ray moving in, through, and about us. Orange crystal fire light. Orange crystal fire light. Orange crystal fire light. Orange crystal fire light. Orange crystal fire orange ray moving in, through, and about us, healing our dreams, healing our sensuality, bringing joy, joy from within, a joy to share with the world, with God, emotional peace. Visualize this bright orange ray. Now release the orange ray and visualize a sunshine yellow ray. Yellow crystal fire light. Yellow crystal fire light. Sunshine yellow fire light. Yellow crystal fire light. Yellow crystal fire light. Sunshine yellow fire light. See this yellow ray of light healing the thinking mind, relaxing the thinking mind, basking in the sun, basking in the warm rays, releasing all stress, helping us to see that we can let go of mental stress, that we can bask in the light of God, in the wisdom of God, the wisdom of our Creator. Visualize this yellow ray. Now release the yellow ray and pay close attention as we move from the lower realities to the higher realities, from death to immortality, from darkness into light, and visualize an emerald green ray moving in, through, and about us. Green crystal fire light, emerald green fire light, green crystal fire light, emerald crystal fire light, emerald green fire light, green crystal fire light. See this emerald green shining and clearing our inner and outer environment, bringing about an environmental peace. We feel one with nature. We are one with nature. We are nature. See this green ray healing our psychic body, unifying, and bringing peace. Visualize this emerald green ray. Now release the emerald green ray and visualize a sky blue ray moving in, through, and about us. Blue crystal firelight. Blue crystal firelight. Blue crystal firelight. Sky blue crystal firelight. Sky blue crystal firelight. Sky blue crystal firelight. See the sky blue ray helping us to express ourselves in God's divine blueprint, in the Creator's blueprint, in truth, in creative expression, in the ability to unfold, in the ability to move in God's peace. Peace be still. Visualize this sky blue ray. Now release the sky blue ray and visualize an indigo ray of light moving in, through, and about us. Indigo crystal firelight. 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 See this indigo ray. Red love, golden wisdom, and blue truth, whirling and twirling, creating divine unity in the one. We are one. I am that I am. A perfect expression of God's love. See this indigo ray. Now release the indigo ray and visualize a violet crystalline firelight moving in, through, and about us. Whirl, violet fire, whirl. Whirl, violet fire, whirl. Whirl, violet fire, whirl. Do your dance, violet fire, dance. Do your dance, violet fire, dance. Do your dance, violet fire. Do your dance. See this violet flame moving in, through, and about us, burning away fear, doubt, death, disease. All of these items that no longer serve us. Transmuting, transfiguring us. Healing the DNA. See this violet fire swirling and whirling. Release the violet fire and visualize golden crystal firelight, 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 golden crystal firelight. Release this golden ray and visualize white crystal firelight, white crystal firelight, white crystal firelight. See this white light transmuting into a clear crystalline light. See this light expanding throughout this state, throughout this country, throughout this world. Out, out, out into the universe. Know that many, many are meditating throughout the universe. Celebrating and rejoicing in the divine plan. Expand and expand in this clear white light. Now see a beautiful meadow with high mountains surrounding the valley. And many are in this valley, celebrating with lanterns and lights. Celebrating our lineage, our divine heritage. And see twin rivers flowing through this valley. send out your gratitude for this divine celebration and all of our brothers and sisters who celebrate. And relax in the Word. In the light. Now see Twin River, one flowing from the throne of God, one flowing from infinity. See these twin rivers flowing down through the center of the crown, clearing a space for the light, creating a clear and perfect channel in the Christ. Bring this energy back, 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 up through the soles of the feet, down through the center of the crown, and in through the palms of the hands. Whirling and twirling in the center of our being. This great flame of light. Now we are shining as 10,000 times 10,000 suns, clear, crystal, and light. Bring this energy back, back, back. And as you're ready, we may rub our palms together and cup them gently over the eyes. We may do this now. From all of us here at the Spirit of the Lotus, we love you and have a blessed week. And we will see you next Sunday. Thank you for all of your support and love. We love you.